How's it going, everybody? The Forex Army EA here, and today we're gonna try to make a new EA. So yesterday was just a script, today is gonna be an actual EA. And well, today what we're gonna be trying to do is to identify on the chart hammers if they're available. So if this is the first time that's on this channel, please don't forget to subscribe because I will be uploading videos, hopefully, very often. So let's comment this out and let's say in here what we want to do. So today's goal is going to be to identify hammers. Now we know already what the hammers, the structure of the hammer is, and the structure is that the real body, sides, has to be, well, not really the real body, but we need to talk about the lower shadow. So lower shadow has to, okay, sides has to be 2 or 3 times the size of the body. Now, since today is going to be the first actual EA that I'm going to be writing, I want to just explain to you real quick what are these functions in here. So in here, we can write code that is going to perform as soon as we're going to open open the EA, okay? So as soon as the EA is going to be open, this is going to perform. This one instead is going to be the code that is going to perform as soon as we close the EA. All right. And in here on tick, what's going to happen is that this is the function that is going to update every time the tick is going to be moving. Now, definitely, I'm not sure if this is a good idea to do it on, well, it is a good idea actually, because we're going to do check on the last few candles and check if there is any hammer. So we don't care really for the EA to update for now. So let's first understand a couple of things. We need to understand the real body size, and afterwards we're gonna have to understand what's the size of the 2 shadows. Now we need to think about this, and probably the best way to do this is going to be okay, let's think about this. The best way to go would be to go on ticks, on points, and I'm not sure if there is a way to, if there is a way or not, let's see, to identify if a candle is bullish or bearish. So let's find this out. Identify if a candle is bullish, MQL4, because maybe there is already a function for this. Let's see. I guess there is not. There's, I guess we need to figure out ourselves if the candle is bullish or not. So in here, for instance, what it does is that if the previous candle, bearish candle, close, open, previous candle. Okay, this makes sense in a way because, all right, let's draw online, Right, let's draw online. This is the type of skills I have about drawing, but it doesn't really matter. So let's just make a new one. Hopefully we can do it. So what we can do, let's see. Assuming this is the candle here. So this is going to be, well, let's assume this is a bearish candle. Bearish candle. So this is going to be the open and this is going to be the close. Now, if the next candle is going to open here, we already know that this is going to be a bearish candle because the open, right? The open of candle number 2 compared to the candle number 1 is going to be lower. However, if the candle was going to open, let's say here, and well, definitely we need to think about, this is just going to be the first test how to do this. I believe there are better ways to do this, because we can definitely say that if this open here of, let's assume this was candle number 2, and if the open was here and the close was here, this was going to be a bullish candle, but in reality it's not. So what we should do, I think we should just understand if we just need to do an addition or a subtraction. So let's assume this price here was 1.10 and this one was 1.08. So we can do something like that. We can just say, all right, let's do 1 and 10 minus 109. And we're gonna just say if number is gonna be positive, definitely we're gonna have a bullish candle, or else we're gonna have a bearish candle. I think this is gonna make more sense. And that's probably what we're gonna be doing. All right. So let's do this. Let's do this. So let's first understand if a candle is bearish or bullish. Now, to do that, as I said, let's create a function to do this. To create a function, we need to return something. In this case, we want to return if candle is bullish or bearish. So let's say that this function is just gonna return an integer, and in case it's gonna be 0 is gonna be, we need actually 3 possible outcome, 0, 1, 3. So 0 is gonna be if the open and close are gonna be the same, so we have a perfect doji, and most likely, because if there is shadows, but this is something that we're gonna figure out later on. And then the second thing is could be a bullish or bearish. So how can we call that? Identify, or we can just call it candle type. Yeah. So what's going to be candle type, and what's going to require? So it's going to require most likely 3 different arguments, and it's going to be the open. And okay, so the open and the close is going to be a array. All right, I don't know if, okay, I don't remember the type. So let's just have a quick look about this. MetaTrader, nope. All right, so let's check on the data type. So language basics and data types. Arrays is not in here, because most likely the array itself is just going to be a data structure like integer, and then afterwards going to be an array. That's my best guess. But anyway, what we're going to be passing is going to be 1 candle at a time. And so I believe the best way to go is just to pass a float number, which is going to be a double, and this is going to be the open. Right, double open and double close. That should be enough for us to understand the candle. All right, so the first thing we want to do is to subtract the 2 numbers. So we're just going to do something like double. Let's do double candle real type. Now let's say candle difference is going to be equals to open minus close. Perfect. And then we just need to do something like that. All right, I think this is going to work out. Okay, I don't know what I just clicked. Okay, I have no clue what I just clicked. Huh. Okay. All right, just I clicked something that I didn't supposed to click. Maybe this one, maybe this one. Right, F12, that's the button. Right, going back to the identify hammer script. All right, close. Now we have that. The next thing we want to do is just to understand if, all right, candle, all right, this was spelled, candle difference is equal to open minus close. Okay, now candle, it doesn't do that. No autocomplete, candle difference. So if candle difference is like lower than 0, what we got? Well, we definitely have a bearish candle. So we should have a bearish candle. Great. All right, so we have that. What we're gonna do with this number? Well, we're just gonna return, well, let's define this. All right, 0 is, well, same open and same close, and well, we can do something better actually. We can do something like that. All right, so 0 is same close and same open. Then we have, why it doesn't work? And sometimes this is really weird the way it works. So 1 is going to be a, let's call it bearish, yeah. And 2 is going to be bullish. Because we're going to return an integer anyway. So in this case, we're going to, we should have a bearish candle here. So we're going to return a 1. Okay. So this is going to be the first one. Else if, I don't know why it does that. There is some problem here because if I'm going to try to bright in the middle, this happened. So else if candle difference is going to be more than 0, like greater than 0, then what we should get is going to be a, we have, well, we should have a bearish, bullish candle. So we're going to return 0, 2, 3, 2. All right, we're going to return 2. And well, let's just do else if, well, else is going to be just enough really. Else same open, same close, and so we're going to return 0. All right, so we're going to pass the open and the close of a candle. Let's compile this. Let's see. So there was an expected expression not allowed in global scope. Expression are not allowed here. Okay, easy fix. So let's just check the value of the last candle. So let's just try out. Let's void. No, void. Let's alert the user with the last candle. I don't know why it does that, but all right, anyway. And candle type is going to be equals to close, well, open 0 and close 0. That should be the close and the open, the last candle. All right. That should work. Let's have a try. And expert advisor. Identify hammer. Okay. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything because most likely because the price is not really moving. So since now we do not have, I think we should do this in here. Okay, let's see. Oh wait, actually it was working. All right, hold on a second. Let's do this again. Perfect. So it's giving us 2. So let's check 2 things. Number 1 is going to be what kind of, so number 2 is a bullish candle. And this is not a bullish candle. So this is a bearish candle. Wait, yes, this is a bearish candle. Let's just do something here, even better. Properties, and let's check for yellow and black, green and black. Right. Let's remove expert advisor, remove. All right, so identify hammer. So it says that we do have a number 2, which is gonna be a, oh, that's weird. Okay, I guess we did something wrong. We did, well, we definitely did something wrong. Let's check this again. All right, so candle difference is gonna be less than 0. Then this is a bearish candle. And if it's going to be more than 0, right? Because the open, oh, right, open. Okay, so the open, all right, let's go back in the data types, reference, how to draw. All right, let me do this again here. Right, so simple as that. This is the open and this is the close. If we have a bearish candle, why is that? And this is the close right here. So if that number is 110, so the open is going to be that number here, and the close is going to be that number here. So if you're going to just do this number minus this number, definitely we're going to have a negative number. So that was the way around. That was the way around. So bullish candle, and this is a bearish candle. And this is going to be C, and it's going to be 1, right? Now it should work. Yeah. All right, it's 2. Now let's check the candle before than this one, because we can do this. So instead of having that, we're just gonna write 1 in here and 1 in here. Compile. and it's going to be 1. So basically we know this was a bearish candle. So to identify, okay, now we can identify bearish and bullish candles, which is great. But the next thing we want to do is to understand pretty much based on the sides of the hammer, of the shadows and real body, if the candle is a hammer or not. That's going to be fun. I believe this is going to be one of them. I believe so. So, I think we should just draw something real quick. So we're looking for hammers. And well, here's the problem, because a hammer could be a bearish or bullish candle. It doesn't really matter, but at least we can know if it's going to be a bearish or bullish hammer. So this could be the open and this could be the close. So the first thing I think we need to do is to identify this candle, if it's bullish or bearish, and this is going to be helpful. So if this candle is going to be bearish, well, we're going to definitely do a different type of calculation. If it's going to be bullish, we're going to do a different type of calculation, because the open and the close are going to be different. So if it's going to be a bullish candle, the open is going to be here and the close is going to be here. But if that was a bearish candle, then definitely the close was here and the open was here. So we're going to need this data here. So let's just first understand, well, let's do this. All right, so. Unfortunately, the market is closed. And because of that, since the market is closed, we're going to have to do everything on here. But it's going to be okay. So now we know if the candle is bearish, and it's going to already return something here. So my question is that, is really this something that we need to do? Or we need maybe to, well, we definitely need to write maybe another function for this, because the function is going to be based on that. Let's write another function. Now this function, what is it going to return? It's going to return 3 data, and all of them are going to be double. Yeah, and we just need to pass well, we need to pass what? The candle ID, definitely. So we need to pass 2 integer. So this is going to be a double. Right, double, and we're going to just say here, hammer check. This time we're going to pass different data. So the hammer check, as we said, needs an integer, which is going to be candle type. I believe we can use that again. I'm not 100% sure. We're going to check it out. Another integer, which is going to be the candle ID. And that's it pretty much. All right. We already know that if the candle is going to be bearish, it's going to be 2. If it's going to be bullish, it's going to be 1. So for now, I'm just going to avoid to do the 0. And this is going to be the candle type. So if candle type, I don't know if I should do this now, but is equal. All right. If candle type is going to be equal to 0, because I'm not sure if I can do this. Just let me check, because I'm not sure if this is going to let me compile. Yeah, here wants something. It wants something to be returned. Okay, but at least it's not giving me an identifier problem, because we already used that in here. So that's good. All right, so we can keep going. All right, search, edit. Guys, I have no clue why you see, this is not working right. So let me save this real quick, and I'm gonna reopen this one, because I believe there is a problem. And to open this now is gonna be fun. To open this is gonna be really fun. But it's necessary to do, because something was really wrong with well, I guess I can just open this one here, and then it's gonna open that. Let's see if it's gonna work out. Yeah, perfect. Identify Yammer. Great. So identify Yammer, here it is, and now it's gonna work the right way. I don't know what it was before. All right, so if candle type is gonna be equals to the number 2, what we got? We have a bullish candle. So bullish hammer, great. So we have a bullish hammer, and the next thing we wanna do, why is doing this? All right, the first thing we want to do is to understand the sides of the body. And how do we do that? We do need to calculate really this, the difference between the open and the close. So to do that, let's make a double candle, not real body size. All right, real body size is going to be equals to, remember, this is a bullish candle, so the open is below and the close is up. So open, and here we're gonna just say candle ID minus close of this candle ID, which is the same candle anyway. Now we have that. And we also need the upper shadow and the lower shadow. So double is going to be this time a upper shadow is going to be equals to the close. Right, open. Okay, so open. I guess we are doing this wrong another time. So let me check real quick on the draw that we just made, because most likely we're doing this wrong. So this is open, this is closed. If this is 110, yeah, we are definitely doing that wrong. So we need to do the opposite. So the close minus. So close. All right, let's do this. So close, yeah, minus the candle open. And for the upper shadow, we're just gonna need the of, okay, hold on a sec. Close. Oh, okay. Oh no, we did it again. I don't know what it did. Okay, no. Close of candidity. Right, now we need just last one, double lower shadow. And it's going to be the difference between the open, this time, open candidity minus the low of the candidity. Perfect. Now we should have all the data that is required for this. So let's try this out and let's just do comparison. Now what we need to let's say that the first thing that we want to check is that if the upper shadow is smaller than the real body. So if the shadow, so the upper is going to be smaller than the real body, okay, then we are okay. So if that is going to happen, then what we need to understand? We need to understand if the lower shadow is going to be 2 times, is it going to fit 2 or 3 times? Okay. So we can say just that if, I think this is going to work. Yeah, I think this is going to work. So we're going to say that if lower shadow modulus, oh no. Okay. Oh, wow, this is not easy. So what we need to do is that we need to understand if the lower shadow is going to be between 2 and 3 times the size of okay. All right. 2 or 3 times. How are we going to do this? Lower shadow has to be smaller. All right. So we're going to have to do something different, I believe. So we need to have the minimum and the maximum. So double minimum accepted is going to be equal to real body times 2. And that's the minimum. And the maximum accepted is going to be real body size times 3. All right, so this is the maximum, the minimum and the maximum. So if lower shadow, yeah, is going to be smaller, yeah, than max accepted and lower shadow is going to be greater than minimum accepted. All right, then alert, we have a hammer. And then let's also print out the hammer candidate. All right, this should work. And let's just compile real quick. And we have a bunch of problems here, but I don't think it's going to be a big deal. And there we go. All right, A91, 91. Okay, I don't know why this happened, but What? All right, so we open the first check here and we close the first one. Oh, that was, right, that is the close of this one. That is the close of this one. That's the close of this one. All right, 4 is actually right. All right, no, all right, what's that? 96. Oh, because yeah, of course it's expecting a return. So return, can we return this? I think we can. Actually, yeah, you can't do this. So let's just return the candle ID. Problem is that the candle ID is going to be, it's not going to be a double, it's going to be an integer. So, compile. For real. Okay. All right. So, okay, now we have that. Double value to, well, ID. Return. Hammer ID, yeah, it's going to be equal to candle ID. Well, that's just for now. And we're also going to do else if. And this time we're going to just say that if the upper shadow is smaller than the real body. Okay, but this is not right because we don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this because now we're going to say that if the candle, right, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So here. All right. What? Wait. We need an extra one, I believe. We don't need an extra one. All right. So here, else if candle type is going to be equal to 1. So at this time we have a different thing. We have a bearish candle. Well, we don't even need to do this. We just need to do bearish candle. All right. If we have a bearish candle, then the situation is going to be completely different. And let's do this. Oh, come on. Copy. So the real body size this time is going to be different. We're going to do it the way around because the close AD open, I believe this is going to be enough. So let's do this. So the upper, okay, open and close. Okay, let's just check real quick. Where is it? There we go. All right, this is going to be the open this time, and this is going to be the close. So if the open is 112, right, and the close is going to be 110, what we're going to be doing is that to understand the difference, so the open and the close, we're going to have to do 112, which is going to be the open, minus 110, and that's going to work out. For the upper shadow instead, we're going to have to do the open and the I. So I minus open. So I minus open. All right, I minus open. And we have a upper shadow. For the lower shadow, we need to have the close, right? And the low. Now this should be pretty much the same. So let's just copy this out. If the upper shadow is smaller than the real body. If the upper shadow is smaller than real body. Well, let's just copy this, even if it doesn't really make sense to me right now, but. Right, upper shadow, right? Upper shadow has to be smaller than the real size body. Actually, no, because now it's going to be now this is going to be right. Yeah, it's going to be the same. And lower shadow has to be, okay. And Amare D is going to be Candle D, else Candle D. I'm so dumb. Because why are we even doing this? I mean, why are we declaring this variable here? We don't even need to do this. But just for the sake to have something, right? And else return, well, let's just say double Amare D is going to be equals to 0. Or -1. Or, yeah, -1. 111 and 100 and unexpected end of program, which means the most likely we didn't add the right amount of, and that was I was thinking. Let's try to compile this. Hammer D undeclared identifier. That's in 109. So that was what I was thinking. Let's just return the candle ID and whatever. Anyway, it's going to be the same thing. File, and this time should work. All right. All right, all right, all right. And it should return, what do you mean 1? That's definitely not what it should return. So it returns 1, and let's change. I know why it returns 1, because we didn't call this yet. Okay, so hammer check is going to require the candle type and the candle ID. So okay, I know what we can do. Was that hammer check? Right, hammer check. So we need an integer. It's going to be the candle type. So let's just do candle type. And no, I don't think it's a good idea. Candle T and the ID. So for, you know what, let's do something. Let's call it E for now. It's going to make sense in a second. We're going to do while loop. So let's call this I. So integer I is going to be equals to 0. And we're going to just do this. All right, while I is lower than, let's say, 25, we're going to do the check. And also, we're going to just increment I, right? Well, we could have done this here, actually. Problem is that we also need to do this. What? All right, so we're going to do this. And we don't need this anymore. And here we need to write I and I. That should work. I'm 100% sure? Of course not. However, I just want to do something here. And instead of doing all of that, that is definitely not necessary. I'm just going to do an alert when I'm going to say here, bullish hammer candle ID. It's going to be equal to that. All right. And I want to do the same here. And this time it's going to be bearish, right? Bearish hammer candle ID. Let's compile this. Oh, wow. We have a bunch of things. Not. All right. Okay. That was a very newbie mistake, but let's compile this. And then we have a 28. We have that. Unexpected token on 28. And that's another newbie one. But I am a newbie. Candle T and declare, of course, because we're gonna have to do something like, this is gonna return an integer. So candle T is equal to that. And yeah. Wow, unbelievable. All right, let's see if this is gonna work out. So let's run this one on here. Nothing. 0. But do we have something that is going to be 1, 2, 3? Well, let's find first if there is a. All right, let's do 50. It's not find anything. Here maybe something, yeah? Identify hammer. Oh my God. I think this is an hammer. Because also these one. So we're doing definitely something wrong. Problem now is going to be what we're doing wrong. Right, let's first understand here what does return. Bullish is, okay, I think that's a problem because bullish is 1 and bearish is 2. Ay, 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 ay. There we go. All right, 11. Okay, let's run this here. What? 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, because it starts from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my God, this work, guys. This is going to work. But before it's be too happy about this, let's just do something cool about it. So I'm gonna learn an empty line just because otherwise it's gonna be too messy to read. Euro USD. Now, Euro USD. Identify hammer, yes. Okay. 81. This is a hammer for him. Now, we didn't specify. Delete all. And we want to delete object. Delete. Why doesn't let me delete this? Object list, trend line, delete. All right, this is definitely fit into our category, but we didn't tell them how long, how much should be. So this is maybe for some people definitely not a hammer, but according to the script, it's gonna be. Let's run this one in here. Hammer identifier, yeah. Here nothing, okay. And what about here? I don't know if there's any. Let's see. Wow, we have 2, 5, and 9. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Wait a second. Okay, we're gonna have to run this again. We said 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I want to just check something real quick. Yeah, bearish hammer, both of them. And we have a bullish hammer on which chart? I believe here. Well, USD was bullish and is bullish. And here we have another bullish, which was this one here. Guys, this works. So it took me 55 minutes to do this, but at least now we do have we can understand if the script, if in the chart there is a bearish candle. Now, what we want to do with that? Most likely we're going to have to open a trade after the candle is going to close. So we're going to first understand what we're going to be doing is that instead of checking all the candles, we're just going to check last one here. And what we're going to be, okay, so this is what we're going to be doing. So we're going to check not the last candle, but the previous candle. Why is that? Because every time it's going to create a new candle. If this candle here is going to close as a hammer, then we are. All right, so it took for about an hour to do this, but it was definitely worth it. Then maybe some of you could come up to me and you can tell me, listen, but there is already something that does that. You didn't have to do it. It's fine, just because this is going to help me to become a better developer. So I don't think there is something that is going to tell you. And besides that, we can look for different type of shape of candles, which is going to be great. Anyway, guys, this is it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to this channel. And we do have also a Telegram channel as well. And if you want to join, I'm going to share every day on Zoom meeting the link whenever I'm going to do this. So you can attend this live and maybe you can help me out. And that's very important. If you know maybe a better solution, or if you do that, I mean, if you know that maybe there is something already implemented in the MQL4 itself without doing all of this, just let me know in the comment section. That would be helpful. All right, so thank you so much for watching, and yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.